Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexicans, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass a big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flex. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the New York Jets. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Bring it. Mike 51. Here we go.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
All day, defense, all day.
They run with Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
PPP. Go. Strong.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards that time.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6.
From the 41, Fitzpatrick, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week, 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
Right there in the middle, 55. So don't say nothing.
A first down throw, Darnold. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. On first down, Hines. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. From
the 31, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll try to run with Hines. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now it's Hines. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
52, 56, 52.
3rd and goal for Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
You're not ready. 61. Matchbox light.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check 55, Mike. You ain't ready. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, check right. Watching the clock. 3 bud. Ready.
Darnold on first down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check 3. Ready. Ready.
On first down, it's Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey. 14. He's going deep. Get him.
Darnold now to throw. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Jets first down.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Get the ball. Shoot.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of 2 there. Second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Single receiver.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he is all the way up past the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right? And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick's throw complete to Grant. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Andrew Billings breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Shaq Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Darnold. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Darnold now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Motion. Mike 52.
Darnold from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will he be angry?
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And the Jets set to receive this third-quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And incomplete.
Third down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Darnold gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a first down carry by Bell. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Touchdown, defense. 55. You ready, man?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run again with Hines. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick now into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Go, Mike 20. Regular. Hey, let's go.
Fitzpatrick on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Fitzpatrick. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
On first and 10, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. Brought in over the middle by Grant. Then all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
McMillan on the tackle. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Jets first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike 55. Oh, yeah. Lady. Here we go again. 55's Mike, guys. 55. Ready?
Now it's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Check three.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check 50. Check Newland. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let him know.
Now Fitzpatrick. And here he's got Grant. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 12 more yards there and another first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines able to get a couple here but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This Jet defense so far standing tall. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
You ready? You ready? You ready?
Their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On first down, it's Bell, and able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
I got you, Pop. Check safety, check safety. Hello, lady.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll go again with Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. If you don't get this, boy, you think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? Man, 80.
Darnold on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Rashad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Pierre Desir. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week, because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Undercut. 80 weapon. He's coming. Bravo.
After the interception, here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
Young lady. What's the pressure?
And Darnold wants to throw the football. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now Darnold, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jets, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Miami, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch, like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play. Play soft, Giant in New York, I run.